Hey, copy branders. What's going on? Lee Rowley with Lee Rowley Copy Branding and Copy Brand University here. I'd like to welcome you to the Wednesday edition of Copywriting Question of the Day. I'll probably think of a little more creative name than that coming up in the future, but just since we're starting this and adding it to the curriculum over here at Copy Brand University, I wanted to go ahead and put this out there. I'm doing it not only in the Copy Brand University private members group, where we'll be doing that every day. I'm also streaming this today to LinkedIn and to YouTube to give the folks there the opportunity to see just a little bit of what we do inside of Copy Brand University, because our mission is to help not only copywriters but social media marketers, coaches, consultants, anyone who is interacting online with their potential clients, existing clients, and help them create marketing that really resonates with those people in a unique and unforgettable way so that they want to come to you instead of going to anyone else. Makes total sense, right? So that involves a lot of copywriting, and copywriting is a discipline that cannot be learned overnight. Uh, it takes a lot of practice and a lot of dedication, but those who master the fundamentals find that they're able to better sell themselves, their services and products, and just have a better sense of control over their lives because they can articulate what they want and they know how to persuade others to help them create that dream. Cool. So the question today comes from Hannah Catus. Now, Hannah was one of our earliest Copy Brand U members. She's been here pretty much right from the start, and she's an absolute delight. She's in the group all the time, interacting with our other members, asking questions, helping out where she can. So I really enjoy having her around. That's so cool. So her question was, how are newsletter emails different from sales emails? And to put that into context, the sales emails that we're talking about here are the ones that bridge from, say, an opt-in, say they're opting in online to for a lead magnet, be it a guide or a video series or some other kind of gift. And the sale emails that we're talking about here take them from that point to the actual offer page. So in other words, it's a bit of a bridge. So think of those sales, that particular email sequence is a bridge from the free gift, which should give them some small part of what they want, fix some small problem, to the core offer, which solves the complete problem. So these emails are designed to take them from here to there. Okay. So the first thing that I want to touch on about that is simply the intent. When you're creating an email sequence for sales purposes, it's very, very different than when you're creating a newsletter. Okay. If we're creating sales emails like this bridge sequence that we've been talking about, then our goal is to drive desire to click through or return to the offer page. Okay, so we have a core offer, a paid offer that we want the people who have already consumed the free content or the free gift to go on and buy. And so all along that email sequence, you should be building desire for them to click through. I always say, at that point, sell the click, not the product, okay? Because you want to get them to the page, and too many people, I'll get to this in a second, in more depth, but too many people try to sell the product within the emails, and that's not really the goal of a bridge email sequence. On the other hand, a newsletter, you want to keep the sender, that is your company, if you're a copywriter, the client you're working for, keep them front of mind to build trust. If you want to create a sense of authority so that your client seems like someone who knows, like they're the voice of reason in the industry, and that positions them above their competitors, which is really what you want to do. So, thinking about it, a sales email is driving desire more for a product, and newsletter as driving affinity more for a brand or business. Now, the second point I want to touch on here is simply the tone, and this is arguable because there's many, many ways to do this. So I'm not going to treat any of these things as just rules. In sales emails, I typically use a less formal tone, and keep in mind that I do primarily work with coaches and consultants. So it would be a little bit different in the corporate world if you're selling in the tech industry. But in general, I try to take a more personable, casual tone whenever I can in sales emails because you're generally appealing to their emotional side more than the logical side. As we know, most people think that they buy logically, but they actually buy predominantly buy based on emotion. So that's why I use a more friendly tone in sales emails to really establish that rapport and to touch on the emotional triggers. I hate that word, yet I still have to use it. Triggers, the psychological triggers that you need to touch on to get them to click through and take advantage of your client's offer, be it a product, service, whatever. Uh, in newsletters, we generally go more for active language. Now, think about what we would read in a newspaper. Active verbs, your short, punchy sentences, getting right to the point. In newsletters, you have the opportunity to cover multiple topics. So again, because you're building trust and rapport with the business, you can touch on different things. Think in terms of sound bites, things that people can consume in 30 seconds or less. And in newsletter, we can be a collection of 2, 3, 4, half a dozen of those. Some more thoughts on that. Pardon me. Not that you can't use video for sales emails, and that's a very effective way to doing sales emails. But video are great ways to drive engagement for newsletters instead of expecting them to scroll and scroll and scroll, especially if on their phone. Um, Consider taking them to pages with short videos that they can consume in 2 or 3 minutes that cover several topics that are pertinent to your business. Don't necessarily have to be videos, but again, we all know that we're consuming that way more than text-based content now. So anytime you have to do that, you can do that. Video is also easier to create when you accept that it doesn't have to be perfect. And that was something that particularly I had to go through, was to let go of this idea that I had to make every piece of video perfect in order for it to be consumed. It doesn't matter whether it's perfect or not, as long as it's valuable. I found that people will sit through the ums and ahs. They will sit through you not looking directly at the camera. They'll sit through you doing other things while you're talking, as long as you're providing valuable information. So I know I've gotten a little off topic here. In fact, way, way off topic. The third point, which I've also, no, let me fix that because I don't want to have a copywriting error in a live stream about copywriting. That just wouldn't work. Length. I already touched on this earlier, but let's just go back to it. On sales emails, the shorter the better. I see so many people who try to sell the entire product and look at these features and look at these benefits and look at all these amazing things. And what they really should be doing is letting the core offer page do the work. The goal of the email is to drive the click to the offer page so that they can find out if it's for them and buy, schedule a call, take whatever action is that you want them to take. So for me, shorter the better for sales emails. Drive that click. I, okay, let me backtrack that. So the shorter the better to the point. I have seen people who have done 2 or 3 line emails, and there's probably 2 links in those 3 lines, and it's very curiosity driven. Want to know the secret? I know. Click here, whatever. Maybe going a little extreme, but the least number of words it takes for you to get the point across and build desire enough for them to click through and know what they're clicking through to is what you should go with. Now, on newsletters, you can go longer, especially again if you're covering several topics and you're dividing it up into sound bites that they can consume discreetly, or if you have several links to pages where you can go in more in depth in topics. You can still do that, and people will put up with some more scrolling in a newsletter format. And of course, integrating video links and using more stylistic. I don't usually use stylistic stuff, like graphics and nonsense and sales emails, but they do tend to go over a little bit better in newsletter emails. So that's something to consider too, is that if you are creating a newsletter email, you want to put a little more thought into the style of it, not just the copy. That's about everything for today. If you are not already a member of CopyBrand University, e.g., you're one of those people on YouTube or LinkedIn watching right now, then go on over to copybrandu.com and get yourself a membership. It'll cost you $1 to start, one lousy buck, and then through June we'll lock you in at $27 a month after the first week, and you'll have that forever. While the suckers who join in July will pay $97 a month. So go ahead and go over to copybrandu.com. We're going to be doing stuff like this inside of there every day. We're doing copy walkthroughs. We've got the CopyBrand Fundamentals program. We're getting that rolling, and Module 6, we're shooting videos for that now. So that's coming very, very soon. And then we'll roll the rest of the Fundamentals program out. We've got some electives coming up for you, workshops with some guest copywriters. No, I don't know everything, and I'm willing to admit that. So we're going to be having guest copywriters come in and do workshops and lectures as well. So I'm really excited about that. Lots of other things going on. We'll get to that much later. So copybrandu.com. If you are a coach, consultant, or small business owner, and you've got an offer, you want to get out there and do a campaign for this summer, then go over to leerowley.com. You will find my personal scheduler where you can schedule time to talk with me, see if I'm right for your project, and I can do the copy for you. So that's always an option. Don't forget that. So until next time, this is Lee Rowley, CopyBrand University, and Lee Rowley Copy Branding. Be present and be well.